Hello, and welcome to In the Court of the Wenton King. There it is.
Dixie Dregs 2.
The Revenge. Yeah, that's back next week. Yeah. To the bone. To the bone. Album number 5, if you don't count 4.5, which wasn't an album. And this is the new thing. This is it's different. All his albums are different. And with each album they become more different. The difference between the last one is greater with each increment. And I know there's been 2 songs out. I've only heard one, and what's it called? Permanating. The one with the Bollywood dancers, that's the one I know.
Permanating. I would have thought it's Song of I, because that's sort of like...
I think it's Song of I, that doesn't...
That's the most... It could be Permanating.
Yes, it is, we've just checked.
Permanating.
So yes, but I've not listened to it. It's arrived today, and then of course I won't get time to edit the video today, so there's no point in us doing it quickly, and you won't see it until the day after, when you've already heard it anyway, never mind. Yes, so, Stephen Wilson, has he gone pop? That's what everyone's saying, he's sold out. Is this the sellout album? We're going to find out. Is
live.
Live. Is that a bad thing? Not yet. I'm good with that. I'm good with the song he made. It's got to be different. If it's different, that's fine.
I thought the last album was pretty much as pop as I would be comfortable with.
Yes, and actually, I mean, the title track sounded like the Manic Street Preachers, didn't it? It was very, very poppy. So it's one of those things where, it's so different. It isn't really. There was at least one track on that previous album which would have fit on Raven. So
interestingly enough, we reviewed 4.5, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think that album has actually changed my opinion of Stephen Wilson slightly. Because one of the things that came out on that was when you take the tracks out of the larger piece, of which it is a part, it actually loses quite a lot. And I think I'm going to be listening for that now.
Yes. So even if it's the same style of music,
yeah,
without the thing,
I'm going to be judging it on a slightly different. So I'm going to be listening for something that I probably wasn't listening to before, listening for before.
And I great, brilliant. It's commercial. I've no problem with that at all. I hope he sells it by the bucket load. The danger is what happens when you do that. If he has really, I suspect actually, it's massively exaggerated, but if he has gone commercial, what happens next? And usually it just means, well, that's the end of that really, and he'll start selling less records. I hope not. I hope this is he's able to keep that level.
Well, maybe, but I mean, is this the same bunch of musicians?
I don't know. I haven't opened the CD yet.
Oh, you're gonna have to open the CD. So I think that's his ace in the bag. Oh. He can bring the changes, personnel, and that would give him a pretty different sound.
Yes, because you've listened to it, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and I have not. So do you want to give your first impressions sentence?
Yeah, I think it's very hard to judge any album on one listen, and realistically, if you don't like an album, you should listen to it at least 6 times, which I've rarely done in the past.
True. I hate this, but
to find, something that you missed, because obviously the musician thinks there's something to it, but that has nothing to do with this album. I want to be a bit,
Yeah.
I don't want to stake my colours to the mast or whatever it is.
Before,
I think
you really know what's going on. Yeah.
Because it was just a passing listen as I was working, so I didn't really focus.
Right. Darren Locke said he's never had an original idea in his life.
Who's Stephen Wilson?
Yeah. It is neo-prog. I mean, we identified it, didn't we?
Yeah.
The fact that it's really good doesn't stop it being neo-prog.
I mean, it's a bit like
it's just better.
A Quentin Tarantino movie,
Yeah.
Pack in the references, and it's still entertaining. And you could argue that there's very little of originality in there.
Yeah.
But it's still bloody good. So Jackie Brown's pretty boring.
Yeah, but it's one of those second watch films, isn't it? Jackie Brown. First time you think, what was the point of that?
There's all the cool dialogue in there.
Yeah, and the Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese. Anyway.
Yeah, we call it a quarter pounder with cheese, in case you wonder. So should we do the first song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called To the Bone. Yeah, so it sounds like Stephen Wilson.
It does.
It's a song. Very rhythmic. The first thing I thought was the guitar. He plays lots of guitar on all his albums, but then we got to the guitar solo and I realised that's not his guitarist. And it looks like he plays all the guitar, the whole album, except for one track. There's a guitar solo, and that's a change. That's a move into a different direction.
Yeah.
And makes it more rhythmic. You think like is it the second track? I think it's the second track actually on Uncanny Rise when it's he's played that himself. So this is a similar sort of thing in this but that lent itself to some nice drumming and stuff. So that's cool. Very familiar Stephen Wilson melodies, I think. A little bit of a sort of 90s-ness at the start, but that's my thing really. I've got to sort of forget that. It felt a bit sort of new. The Screaming Trees or something. But yeah, it's a song. It's good.
I thought Roger Waters to start with actually. That sort of like little sample
intro,
and then into some heavy bass. Boom.
Yeah, the intro made you think it confounded expectations, didn't it? You think, okay, this is going to have a bit more depth, and we think it's all going to be nice. Stuff.
And then it goes into sort of like the Eastern thing, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's quite a promising start.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowhere now.
Yeah, that one sort of passed me by really. There wasn't much going on.
No. Maybe it's a set-up track.
It could be, couldn't it? In the flow of the album, it could work, maybe.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that now, it just feels like nothing. I mean, if you played someone that and they say, oh, that's a band, there would be no, what's that? There'd be no, I've never heard anything like that. There'd be nothing like that. It was a completely sort of blank canvas song, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. It's concerning.
Mm.
Pariah.
It was good. Very much a Hand Can It Rise thing. So that's the thing, it's like with Hand Can It Rise, it felt like, my favourite thing on there was the stuff that sounded like Raven. So maybe my favourite stuff on him was the stuff that sounds like Hand Can It Rise. Maybe. And you had the drum machine thing, which he's really good at using. It's the kind of thing you think, oh God. It sounds like Shadow of the Beast.
Yeah.
But no, brilliant. And obviously the female vocals was genius with Hand Can It Rise. I think really good. Not all the time. It's juxtaposition, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Really nice song.
It didn't pull me, I have to say. I mean, when it got going a bit towards the end, that was all right. But I mean, it starts with a doo at the beginning, and I thought, okay, maybe this is something special. Maybe that's what's going on. That Nowhere Now is leading into Pariah, which is going to be, off the scale, man, off the chain, and it's not.
I mean, it's not. Some of those amazing tracks from Hand Can It Rise. I can't remember what it's called. The one. There's a point on the album where it just goes, what? Is it Routine or is it the one after Routine? I can't remember. But that's oh man, that's nothing compared to that.
Yeah.
But it's uplifting and good and nice. Is that really shallow? You don't really know until you've heard it a few times.
I suppose that's the thing. Uplifting isn't my thing, man.
Funny. All the songs we're playing. I was looking at the personnel and about, it's not the same drummer, is it the same drummer? I don't know. And it was only when the next song came on, I was Jeremy Stacey. It's funny how somehow who's that? I don't know. What band is he in? I have no idea.
Yeah, but I mean this is the complete opposite to King Crimson, isn't it?
Yeah, in many ways. But he's been...
Why does he need a King Crimson drummer for this? That's the thing. I mean, you don't need like...
Well, we don't know yet. And he's got to do it live.
True.
And live he's got to play the old stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which is very demanding. Well, I was looking at who Jeremy Stacey's played with. Noel Gallagher. A repeating theme. He was in Noel Gallagher's band, High Flying Birds. Now that sounds weird. You have to remember Oasis had a problem with their original drummer, he was just terrible. He just couldn't keep it up, and they had to get a good drummer in who could keep time, so they could just make a row over the top of it. Drummers are important things, and if you haven't got a reliable drummer, it doesn't matter how good the band is.
He's got a robot.
A lot of these people have really good drummers because it just means they don't have to worry about it. I mean, Robbie Williams, Andrea Botticelli, The Sin, Lawrence Cottle, Steve Hackett, Chris Squire, Ian Bellamy.
He's done the rounds, hasn't he?
Yeah, and Echo and the Bunnymen and the Eurythmics, and so
finally.
Obviously, he's a session player, isn't he? He's ninja, like your Tony Levin.
Mm-hmm.
Just get him; he'll be able to do it. He can do anything.
Yeah. Same Asylum as before.
I had to mention Oasis, didn't I? It starts with horrible guitar. It's horrible, bit dreary. And although it kind of just sort of blamed rock band thing going on, Creed. It sounds like Creed. I don't know what they sound like, but it made me think of dodgy Jimmy Page in the 90s. What's that album that Page and Plant made that was horrible? Walking into Clarksdale. when he gets going as well. Horrible guitar noise for guitar solo, but then he gets quiet, and he's got a Floyd effect on the guitar for the quiet bit. Get a guitarist, for God's sake, that would have been great with a guitarist, not just bang, bang, bang. He's going for texture. He doesn't want things to stand out, he wants it to be texture, so it will be there in the sound, so nothing leaps out. But I think at the concert, the last song he played was actually a Porcupine Tree song. It was Radioactive Toy, and he said, right, we're going to fill the room with sound now, because that's what Porcupine Tree is. It's that texture of sound. So that's what he's doing.
I mean, it's kind of an interesting song. The song is actually slightly less than the first half of it. I mean, it runs out of words.
Yeah.
And then you have it really goes up a notch. Actually, it's quite cool when that happens. That's quite good.
Yeah, second thing. Yeah.
I mean, the actual lyrics themselves are quite interesting. I think it's a sort of anti-government type thing.
Right. Yeah.
Are you proud of your failures? Are you dragging Mother Nature down? Global warming.
Mm-hmm. Which is happening because it all dies and you're lying.
You believe you have dominion, so you force your lame opinions on me and my eggshell mind. What do you mean? What does that mean, eggshell mind? Eggshells are actually quite strong, you know.
That's true.
You know, squeeze an egg, top bottom.
Yeah. You can crush them, but they will never be destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting, yeah. So there's sort of like that anti-sorrow, and I think you could have arranged it a little bit better, actually. You know, to sort of interweave the cool sections with the initial sections. Bit more Pink Floyd style.
Yeah, well, he had that. I wonder if that effect is called Floyd.
Yeah, there's definitely
the Floyd button.
Parts of the guitar bit does sound very Gilmore-y, Floyd-y. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Next,
Refuge. That's it. Interesting.
So it's one of those things where really reminds me of something. Really reminds me of something. I just can't put my finger on it. That very last bit. Maybe it's Stephen Wilson, maybe it's not. I don't know. And it's funny, some of the best bits, little bits, not whole songs, of his sound like Spock's Beard, which is quite funny. In the, I bet he doesn't like Spock's Beard. I'm sure he doesn't listen to it. I think there's actual progressions from Snow in there somewhere, I think. But nothing like Spock's Beard overall, because it's a great big recurring chords opening out, I think Peter Gabriel, certainly that kind of thing. Great. Really liked it.
Yeah, that was good. I think that this feels a bit more Stephen Wilson, more on track. There's a sort of, one of the familiar themes with Stephen Wilson is sort of like loss. You know, sort of The Raven That Refused to Sing, the sort of the title track, is about this old man who lost his sister when he was young.
Yeah.
Quite touching, actually. And then sort of the Hand Cannon Erase, you had the sort of
the whole theme.
Yeah, the whole theme. And this is sort of a return to that. And it does make you wonder, is there something in his past? Because he obviously, he keeps coming harping back to it. And he has spoken about what he's sacrificed for his music career.
Oh, he's sort of sacrificed. Doesn't really got family.
He hasn't got a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think that's sort of quite a common theme with me. I mean, Michael Jackson, funnily enough, had he definitely sort of lamented the loss of his childhood. But yeah, I mean, that's it's another take, and it's sort of like a slightly more, I'd say, modern take on a theme that he's explored quite extensively in the past, and that's good because he's quite good at it.
Yeah, that kind of melancholy.
Yeah, it's very good. Great song.
Yeah.
Next track.
Permanating. Yeah, so that's what I heard before, the upbeat. People, there were certain people who were sort of distraught. The comment section was worth a read because it was just ridiculous. People were saying, I wear Stephen Wilson t-shirts. What if someone sees me wearing that and think I like this?
Well, it does sort of start off channeling Madonna from the 80s and then sort of try and channel Wham from the 80s. That sort of upbeatness.
See, I wouldn't have gone that far. I mean, well, I was going to say, it's your pop rock from 10 or 15 years ago. Maybe it is now, I've no idea, but, Keane and bands like that, and that's what he's doing, I think. But actually, if you put that stuff on, this is far better. Actually, it's a really good song, but it is just that. And certainly, I mean, if you put a Madonna song from the 80s, you might be shocked at how bad it is, actually. This is far and away better than that. And on the album, it works fantastically next to that other song. But this is first listen.
Yeah.
So, I'll take that over Hand Can It Rise, the title track, definitely.
Oh,
Because
interesting.
emotionally it does more rather than just... But then Hand Can It Rise, the song I actually skip.
That's a thumbs up from you then.
I suppose it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know what was released because it is definitely very.
Yeah, but that might give him massive success. Whether
It
that will actually
justifies
make
it.
any
Yeah,
difference.
it justifies its place if he sells bucket loads of.
I hope so. The question is whether it will sell any more.
Yeah.
And I wonder, if it's not, if it was 20 years ago, yeah. But it isn't. So I don't know. We'll find out.
Right then, Blank Tapes.
I like the title. Did it?
That's it.
Oh, that's a shame. I was looking that. The shame is that's it. But yeah, blank tapes. That's all that's left. My grandmother used to write blank tape on the tape. Which so much doesn't make any sense. It's like once I saw a shop that said we will be closing in half an hour. A sign on the door because it was closed. It's just stupid. That's like the goons. They got the time written down on a piece of paper. I just googled blank tapes. It's quite interesting. People have still got audio tapes. You can still buy them. £4.10 for Maxell. Remember Maxell? 90-minute tapes.
Well, they'll be all the rage soon, won't they, Blank Tapes? Because once people have got over the vinyl fad.
They sound awful. It's really shocking. It's interesting. Questions people ask. Can you, when you're recording both sides, does it automatically, or do you have to take the cassette out and turn it over? That's not a tape, is it? It depends on the...
What world we live in now that people don't know how blank tapes work.
Yeah, they don't know what it is.
Of course. Really weird that is, isn't it?
That's really strange.
It's a bit like people used to talk about 8-track tapes.
Yes.
They've got a bloody clue what they're on about.
Yeah, well, 8-track tapes went all the way around. They were a loop. It's very clever.
I thought that was a bit fillery, actually.
Sadly, yeah, I thought it was the start of something awesome, and it wasn't. It was just a thing, a little bit, something unfinished, really. I think.
I think a Plinky Plink song can be really, really good.
Yeah,
But
especially.
it's got to be well written.
Maybe you just thought, well, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
But it was, of course, a return to the arpeggios and flute.
Yeah.
So we know what that is.
Lovely. No, the next track title sounds pretty good.
People who eat darkness.
What they call in Harry Potter?
Again, it's a thrashy guitar. I think appealing to a slightly different audience. He's streamlining what he's already done. He's trying to cut the fat out and make it. And just when you think that thrashy bit needs more changes, he's only got 2 chords, and then it goes no. You think it's only a little bit. So yeah, he's got to keep moving, or it's not going to sound so.
Yeah, dissonance between subject matter and song is issue. It's actually really mundane. It's about a guy who's peed off with the guy living next door. It sounds really sort of emo-y. I eat darkness, don't you know what I can do? He's thinking in his head.
Maybe that's
just
the
nods
idea.
at the guys who walks past. I mean, what?
Maybe that's the idea of it. It's just not moaning.
But it sounds
Nothing.
It sounds quite heavy and it's pretty cool. Don't listen to the words.
Mm.
Don't try and understand it because you will disappoint.
Song of I.
Right then, what do you think of that?
Yeah, really Peter Gabriel's really cool stuff. Loads of stuff going on, the strings, and yet doesn't that need attaching to something? There's nothing. I'm getting a sense that there's nothing there. Do you know what I mean? If that was in an album of something, it would mean something, and it would have a thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't. But it's first listen, so this is all guesswork.
Yeah. Why did it end with some French? Anyway, yeah, there's a different vocalist involved with this. So it's a very sort of, the whole album is a bit mishmashy, isn't it really?
Mm.
So you've got different guitarists, different singers. You got that Nina Tayeb and Sophie Hunger. How's that going to work live? It's not going to drag Sophie Hunger around the world to sing that one song, is he?
No, we'll only have one female singer, and one guitarist and one drummer, and it's
Yeah.
not going to be Jeremy Stacey as well, I assume.
I mean, that should be the standout song of the album, and it is pretty good. But you're right, it's not, on first listen, it's not like, whoa,
Yeah,
that's the one.
and it should be.
Yeah.
Or it should be attached to a thing or something.
Yeah. It needs to add context to something. Maybe it is in there. Maybe just gotta listen to it a bit more.
Yeah. Detonation.
And that.
So that's a long one, but obviously a very different thing. It's still danceable, isn't it? And it's a very different approach to his other long songs, isn't it? Because it makes everything sort of hang on a continuous thing, and there's some nice guitar playing, etc. I certainly didn't get luminol or something out of it.
No.
It didn't sort of leap out. But he, to a certain extent, he is removing the musicians from the music, the musicianness. You know, like you said, you leave musicians to play on their own and they sound like fusion. Luminol sounds like fusion, but it's bloody good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
I don't know if he's trying to be deliberately controversial. I mean, he references an IED at some. Power God, I had a dream of you and how you respond when your ego's bruised. They laugh and sneer because they know you're weak, but I'll make them pay with an IED.
What's an IED?
Improvised explosive device.
Oh, right.
So he's talking about bombs and terror. Ooh, bad day for that.
It's an hit, isn't it? It's bad.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's being controversial or what there.
Yeah, is he trying to confound expectations kind of thing?
Probably.
Saying, "Look, don't expect me to sound like anything in particular, I'm just going to do what I want."
Yeah.
Which is good, and I encourage that, and the sort of funny element of it to annoy the fans is excellent. You know,
Yeah.
when Charlie Brooker, you know, the real high point of everyone knew who he was kind of thing. Yeah, that sort of shallow fame thing. The closest he got to that was when he had all these Twitter and all and etc. etc. And what he did, he just kept posting to people. David Cameron is a lizard. just piss off, and it sort of alienated sort of the fringe elements or annoying fans maybe. I don't know. You know, who thought would take everything he says completely seriously. I think that was Charlie Brooker anyway.
Well, it sounds like
It
something.
does sound like Charlie Brooker, doesn't it?
Luminol was at the end of the album, wasn't it?
First opening song.
Was it? What was the long? Oh, was it Watchmaker?
Watchmaker. That's a
right.
completely different thing, though, isn't it? This seems like a jam, like a continuous. Let it all ring out, and that works towards the end of an album, actually. Yeah. I mean, it says I'm looking at the review that you know how he's trying to introduce it. Well, there's a load of box, but it does say hat tip to the hugely ambitious progressive pop records of his youth. Everywhere keeps saying so. Peter Gabriel. It's not so. It's nowhere near as good as so. So is a really good record, and also Hands of Love. And again, you know, Hands of Love has got Ninth Wave on it. There's not that here, is there? And Tears for Fears, The Seeds of Love, which apparently is really good, I'm told. Who knows? Apparently. One review. Oh no, there isn't. No, there's loads of reviews and they're all 5 stars. Chill for 60 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, these are people who put reviews up today, pre-ordered, and they bloody love him.
Yeah, they put it on and they're not listened.
Yeah, it's awesome, it's amazing. 5 stars. 5 stars, man.
Not content to make Raven Part 2 or Homecoming Raven 2, he's proved once again that he continues to evolve with its release. Yeah, good, and I invite that and I encourage it. That's good. Doesn't mean the actual music is as good, or it's just he's got to keep moving because it'll all sound the same.
Right. Unborn.
It's 42 minutes or something.
5 minutes 50.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
but again, it's I think the idea is you put that on again. I would want to listen to that again.
Yeah.
But that sounds like Stephen Wilson.
Yeah.
And it's actually how much his voice makes it distinctive.
Yeah.
You know, really nice middle section and all that stuff. So you know, but overall, I don't know. I wondered if he was trying to confound critics because there's been all these memes about him being depressing, sort of, the sort of Radiohead type stuff. So he does a big happy album, and that's not the case at all.
No.
It's just permanating.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
It's very difficult, isn't it? We're going to make it or not? No, we can't make it. We need to listen to it at least another 5 times.
I don't think this is another great album. I think this is something different.
Yeah.
Where he's gone in a more blunt direction, which is fine. And I hope he sells loads.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Back to Dixie Dregs next week.
Yeah, see you next week.